So, welcome everyone. I'm Alexander Mihalci, and today we have one of the industry leaders, Jelena Van Wieren, founder of Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel. Welcome, Jelena. How are you doing today?
Oh, thank you, Alexander, for inviting me. I'm good, ready to start for a new day. How are you?
Good, and awesome. Excited because I'm excited to have you on the podcast today, and I'm sure you're going to be of great value for the audience. Now, before we dive in, could you give us a quick overview of what Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel does?
Well, the Cardiff Arms Bistro, it has a full of history, 150 years old building, first of all, and I was the first one who rebuilt it back since last 150 years. So this is full of history. It's located in south of Wales, where used to be a long time ago the royalty used to live, and then they moved to London in 1500s. So the Wales has a lot of history itself to start with, and then Cardiff Arms Bistro provides great food, good accommodations. I design myself everything interior with some help of architects and designers, and we provide a really good food and stay. But besides that, the Cardiff Arms Hotel, besides the location, it has a lots of beautiful nature around. So basically, this is something what tourists are coming here for: cycling, surfing. It's located in the mountains, but it's very close to the sea. So basically, it
Yeah.
has everything around. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. And basically, what inspired you to create the Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel? Was there an experience or that sparked this journey?
Well, first of all, well, it inspires the history, besides everything what I already mentioned, like a history, great people. People in South Wales are very welcoming. And when I came here first time, when I was investing in the properties, I felt there's not enough accommodations which can provide a right stay, I would say. It has to be a right quality and representative about the local history. And this is something what I didn't see. And I've had a mission to provide something to a local community and to microeconomy. And that's when I've seen this building, I thought I'm going to buy it to add up value to the local economy,
Yeah,
microeconomy. And at the same time, of course, I look at it as a business side, a long-term investment. But it's anything we do, we want to provide something for somebody else. For me, it was specifically for people to enjoy when they go out. I just hired 3 chefs with a Michelin star, all of them with Michelin star reputation, which I'm looking forward to rebuild the brand in this case. So that's why I'm here in the UK. I'm not in the I live in Amsterdam, but I'm here for the next couple of months to rebuild this business. So, but what I want to say, adding up to the community, to economy, to the building itself, to grow those younger employees who are working here to higher professional level. Basically, it drives the mission inside of you. That's what
right.
inspires only one thing. It's a lot of things. I guess you are doing interviews with some sort of mission behind it. You
Yeah,
also want to get something out of it in order to provide. So it's not only visual and physical things what we have or we do, it's also what drives us from inside.
exactly. Yeah. And I know you've invested in properties like across North America and Europe, but what inspired you to focus especially on the UK market?
I've seen the market. First of all, I've seen the houses in a very poor condition. And as a lot of investors, if anyone is watching who is investing in the properties, the first thing you want to rebuild, you want to make the property alive. I'm talking about investors who have integrity, who are long-term or life investors in the
Yeah.
property investors. When you see the house, you want to rebuild it. Of course, the numbers behind it, purchase, building, and rental income has to match. But why specifically? Well, first of all, UK, because of UK provides a mortgage for investors. So when you build and renovate the house, you renting it out, you can go to the bank and pull out your investments, pay the mortgage, basically the rental, tenant is paying your mortgage, and then you have surplus. But over the years, the property price is going up,
Yeah.
but your property purchase is fixed. So it's perfect combination here in UK. But South Wales is because of, so this is more on the coaching side, what I do. When you know the numbers are working, the only one thing you need to know to have is the right person who is finding you the property, the right person who can help you with the mortgage, the right person who knows how to deal with the taxes and so on. Because when you go to a new country, you want to learn everything, but you need to have experts in this field
Right.
who at least 15 years of expert. 15, 1 5, no less.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. And
That's
you also mentioned like starting to educate foreign investors. So what are the biggest misconception they have about the UK market?
misconception about so that is because they think that it's going to be fast this month, or they think when you will come to UK, you will find the property. And this is for every single person. Everything what is on the market, you calculate, it sounds very good. But theoretically, when you start going to the places or making the reservation, you book the place or house, for example, to view it, no one replies to you. No one is meeting with you. Somehow things are not moving forward. There is a lot of foreign investors are writing, calling, but all of them, most of them are shopping around. They want to buy properties, but they don't know how. So basically, from the conversation of the foreign investor to the letting agent or the sales agent, they see that they are inexperienced and they don't take it seriously. So it usually, for me personally, I will tell my personal story. When I started to invest in UK, it was 2012. And it took me 9 months to buy a property, which was wrong. It was a wrong property. Second one, I decided, but first one I bought for 22,000. I thought, okay, if I lose this money, it's not such a big money for the property to buy. Then I bought the second one, also wrong property. And then I hired a coach
Yeah.
who told me exactly how it works in UK. But nobody is going to spend the time on just one example. For example, 1 hour of coaching does not worth anything. Does not worth of paying 1 hour. You have to be with coach for half a year to understand what is going on behind the market, how
Right.
you have to speak to the agents to speak. So basically, that's a big misconception that they think they're going to buy it. Lots of people buying it from online. Sometimes it's just a ticking bomb. And the reason is because of the condition of the house. You have to know how to treat it. For which type of house you're going to get the mortgage and which type of house you can get stuck.
Yeah. Right. 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 And last time we spoke about, you've seen like you told me that you've seen the both golden opportunities and tough times. And what are the key lessons you've learned about the property investment?
So this is exactly the both moments. Golden opportunities are behind the scenes. They only being sold to serious investors, and everybody sounds serious. What is the serious investor would do? Fly to UK, start going through the appointments, keep your time agenda or schedule on time. Do not argue, do not negotiate about the service price, because there's a lot of investors are interested. If the service price, for example, I would say 1 hour costs 150, or there's a sales agent who told me my time costs £1,000 a day. If you want to spend time with me, I will bring you to all kinds of places. I will show it to you. I will teach you, but I will not sell you anything yet. I will only introduce myself and I want to see who you are. And if you are serious, I will see it. We can work. As soon as I've heard it, I pull on the parking lot. I transfer £1,000. It was 2015. I said, I'm booking the first available hour. I don't care, first available day.
Yeah.
And I was living in the Netherlands, so I had to make sure I booked the time. I had two babies at that time, not babies, but 4 and 6 years old kids. My husband having full-time job. I have to make it that date was 18th of October, as I remember now. I met him and he said, I am not stopping for any coffee breaks. Take with you all the sandwiches, bananas, water, whenever. And I don't know when we're going to stop. We're going to go from 9 o'clock in the morning till whenever time it takes. I will have keys with me. I will introduce you to how it works in UK. Although it was 2015, but I started to invest in 2012.
Yeah.
3 years, I still had no idea about properties because I've been doing it myself. I've been having, I was paying for hourly sessions with the coach. Yes, it did work well, but it wasn't enough for me. I felt like I wasn't good. I didn't have knowledge good enough. And I spent this from 9 o'clock in the morning exactly. I opened up the door into his office and we said, we stopped this day at around 7 o'clock in the evening. It was no coffee breaks. It was nothing, like no breaks. It was completely going from one property to another property. I learned technical condition from outside, inside, how the tenants work, how the letting agents working, what to ask agents. Basically, it is my questions. And you've
Yeah.
seen I'm serious. Other people negotiating, oh, can I have £750 this day? Oh, it's too expensive. I can have a course of 3 days for £1,000 and so on. That's it. Nobody is going to deal with you. 100% no one is going to deal with you. As soon as you start negotiating, as soon as you start making delays to very important people who can give you access to off-market properties, you've lost it.
Yeah.
That works everywhere. It's not only UK. If anyone from Dubai, from Hong Kong, anywhere listening to me now and being on that side, they can confirm it 100%. You can negotiate the price of the property which you buy.
Yeah.
Then it comes to the seller. And there is a specific game you are playing with and through whom. Then yes, do negotiation with the good people who can provide you deals. Please don't negotiate a minute. Do not delay a payment for a minute. These are your golden opportunities. These are people who can provide you the deals. That's a golden opportunity.
Right. 100%. Yeah. But I have like a curiosity by that because this is very interesting. And how did you navigate building a hotel during the COVID-19 pandemic?
It was, there's always a good and bad things, right? So the pandemic starts. Before that, 2019, I opened up a bistro and it worked for 1 year. Exactly March 2019, I opened it up and the March 2020 closed down because of COVID. During that time, there's 2 floors. I am on so on the ground floor, you have a bistro, first floor and second floor are the hotel. But before it was completely empty place. You could see the roof and you
Yeah.
could see everything around here. It's about 200 square meters each floor. And So when pandemic started, my plan was already to start the hotel. So during pandemic, when everything closed down, government here in the UK, especially the municipality here in South Wales, were very supportive. They made sure that nothing is closing down. So they helped us with paying salaries, to paying off the providers, like suppliers, like food and drinks,
Yeah.
electricity. So, and during that time, I started to make a detailed plan for the building of the hotel. So never stop. Even the whole world stops. You can start making the plan for whenever it's opened. So it took me about 5 months during the COVID time. It was actually perfect because I did not have any operational business. I could really focus on the planning the hotel rooms. There's a lot of legal, financial part to start
Right.
with, valuations, projections, materials, calculations. Basically, it took me 5 months. And then lockdown started to open up a little bit, then close down, open up. In the UK, I think we had 4 times open up and closing down. But it was the longest time when it was closed. It was during the 2021 in January. So basically, that's the time when I completely started to build when the COVID started, when the lockdowns have been closed for longer time. That was my time. 24/7, I've had builders here in the hotel. We were building the hotel while everything else was closed. That was perfect time when I could use bistro downstairs as a warehouse. I pre-bought lots of materials in advance. I closed the doors and I just built the
Yeah.
hotel. That was perfect. In this case was perfect. Of course, the business did not make any money because it was closed. I had to use lended money, lend for the hotel, basically focus on the construction.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. And basically, you've seen what's working and what's not in this industry. But for example, what's one growth challenge do you think the industry itself still hasn't solved well?
Operations as a bistro and the hotel. What I can say is about technology is coming up, but it is kind of slow implementation. Everyone, everyone is complaining. So here is the new things are coming up. Just recently was announcement about euro, digital euro. And this is something I think for businesses will be solved in this specific industry. A lot of people who will say it's not true, a lot of businesses do not want to move from paper money.
Yeah.
But I think this industry, I would love to see it as digital, fully digital currency. The reason is there's lots of miscalculations, but when you go digitally, it's not going to be miscalculations. Whenever you buy, whenever you sell, it's going to be directly calculated. And I wish as a blockchain, it will be done in the brackets of the calculations of the purchasing, salaries, expenses, profits, taxes, that everything has to configure in one
Right.
block. Then I would say I would have a peace of mind by running this business. This is something what implementation can be done. What is not working is hiring, I would say hiring wrong people. People who are, there's never wrong people, but people not in the right place. That's something still continue needs to be solved. Either a certain hiring test of personality before people join team. I think something like this has to be official because lots of people are pretending they want to work in this field, but we are serving people. Here, basically, again, comes back to service and to people. So technology-wise, it's good to have everything automated with a currency. Does not matter
Yeah.
European or British pound. And from another side, it's people's, human being. We want to have people who are right in this place, who are serving to others. So
Makes sense. Yeah.
two things which are like working and not working. It's both now, you can see. So sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, but what would be best is I think it's a life. It's always going to be like this.
Right, right, right. And because we talk about the growth, you're like restructuring right now the team and sales approach for Bistro Hotel. And what changes are you implementing?
Changes of the team. So what I did when when I arrived, I just learned to be authentical at work. And being authentical, you will have people around who will stay with you. These are right people. And who are not right for business or for you as a team will leave. So this is number one, is restructuring the team to have those who can work together, who can provide for people, who can serve, who are passionate about the food or drinks or just running the business in a healthy way.
Yeah.
So this is one thing. Yeah, this is actually a major thing. And everything else will follow.
Okay. Makes
So,
sense. And for example, what are the most effective marketing strategies for attracting foreign investors to the UK property market, for example?
marketing strategy. Yes, of course, there are marketing strategies for. It's a step by step. You cannot really do big marketing while you are restructuring because you don't want to ruin the process. I don't want to overwhelm. Marketing strategy, in the sense of here I have several dissecting the question, in the sense of the customers who are coming here or the food we are providing for customers. What like there's just so many areas of marketing can be worked on. For now, actually, I've had recently the idea the hotel is perfectly done, so there's nothing really to change, and not so much of the team to be added. Wonderful cleaning team, everything else here on the floors for the rooms running well. And I was thinking to expand the marketing in United States because it's something started to move regarding the tourism from US to UK. Also, I can see a lot of people started to move from US to UK. And I thought this is a next market which to expand. Although I am a small hotel, it's more boutique hotel, but with the stories behind and in a very beautiful area located.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to offer and to expand. Also, of course, for Europeans. And the hotel is also, I'm just talking about marketing, yeah. Hotel is located right next to the one of the most beautiful and difficult cycling routes in European Union, in Europe in general.
Yeah.
Because, UK is also included in it. So a lot of it's a tourism, local projects. So about the food, we are going to provide Michelin level food for the local prices.
Yeah, right. Okay. Interesting. Interesting approach. But for example, how do you build trust and credibility with investors from different cultural backgrounds?
How do I build trust? Well, cultural background will not really matter. Absolutely not matter. What matters is the personality, as I mentioned before. No negotiation on services, fully committed, make the plan not later but right now, because market is moving while you're, yeah, it's about the personality more of that. I have customers, clients from Hong Kong, Malaysia, from Czech Republic, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, that's where I came from, Singaporean just recently. So basically, the culture is from, the background can be from anywhere,
Yeah.
but the
Okay.
commitment, yeah.
Yeah, I see. And now, looking at the broader industry, what key trend are you seeing in the UK property market?
UK has lots of microeconomies. If I look at UK totally, I can mislead the information. In certain areas of UK, there are lots of industries, like manufactories. So there are different types of tenants. So it's different types of properties are working. In another ones is a tourism. It's a different types of properties. So the total UK is definitely to take a look at to invest, but you have to know first of all how much money you have.
Yeah.
If you want to invest in London with £200,000, you can buy half of garage or a door.
Yeah.
If you have 200,000, you can buy in South Wales at this moment two properties. So it's a different approach. Are you there for long term or for short term? So, but totally in UK, as a foreign investor, you get a lot of discount on taxes. You don't pay taxes on profit from the property. So
Yeah.
basically, when you create yourself a salary, you don't pay taxes on the salary. In UK, you don't pay taxes on what I'm saying in profit. You don't pay taxes on dividends. You don't pay taxes on salary. You don't pay tax on your own landed money to your own limited company when you charge interest rate.
Yeah.
And that interest rate, you don't pay tax to yourself. Although British people do pay tax on those. I said at the beginning, don't pay tax on profit. I am wrong. You pay tax on profit, but you don't pay tax on the incomes. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
Okay.
foreign
Makes
investor.
sense. And in your opinion, what advice would you give to foreign investors looking to enter in the UK market?
What advice? Oh, just start straight away because property is just going up in price. Interest rates are changing, rules are changing. Like every half a year, I can see something. I had clients put. So again, it's a difference. Some you can buy, you still can buy properties for under 100,000 at the moment, but
Yeah.
properties are going up in prices about every year, about now 5, 6, 7%. But more and more people are interested in South Wales. It started to go up.
Right.
Never wait for this. Never wait for the right moment. And you can get mortgage directly on the first property you buy. Basically, if you have £40,000, it is possible to buy property by putting down payment, get a mortgage, get the tenant, and start cash flowing. I have
Yeah. Right.
Malaysian, I have Malaysian investors. They are right now they're buying two properties with two mortgages directly, buying with mortgages. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. And before we wrap up, I'm curious about what's on the horizon. So, when you look at Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel's journey over the next few years, what possibilities excite you the most?
Oh, rebuilding this structure, which I have now. Why I'm rebuilding it, first of all, is because of management company used to have to run the business here. So now I took over. So I'm very excited for the changes. The long-term future within next 5 years, I would say, to keep consistency, to provide the top quality of food, to open up for the breakfast, and to build extra extension I have in the beer garden to
Mhm.
have possibility to run big events, weddings, and so on. So this is the big picture. I hope I can start doing it in 2 years' time.
Okay, okay, makes sense. And for listeners who want to learn more or potentially work with Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel, what's the best way to get in touch?
I have a link, which I hope if you can put it below under our interview. Instagram, Bistro, Cardiff Arms Bistro, and my personal Instagram, Jelena Van Wieren. Also, I have a YouTube channel, also Jelena Van Wieren. Everything is under my name. You can find and you can contact me.
Perfect, perfect. Thanks for joining me today, Elena, and for this amazing podcast session. And for anyone listening, make sure to check out Cardiff Arms Bistro Hotel socials below in the description because this episode was packed with value and I can wait to see what you build next.
Thank you very much, Alexander.
Great, and see you in the next episode.
Yes, thank you so much. Success to you and to everybody else who is going to invest or come over and have fun in Cardiff Farms Bistro.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.